Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're all doing very, very well today. I kind of have to have the mic a little bit close to me today because, kiddo's sleeping. Hubby is actually modding a stream. So today, we need to talk about LuLaRoe and whether or not they're a pyramid scheme. You know my thoughts. And also how they seem to have settled for $4.5 million, which honestly, that's like a lot of money, but not really to them, to be honest. So LuLaRoe has been around for a long time. I actually did do another video about them where we went through the entire lawsuit. We're going to do like a little refresher. But this lawsuit's been going on for quite a while now. Basically, what has happened is they've been sued and accused of being a pyramid scheme. They have been sued as well for having crap leggings, crappy clothes, crappy business practices. And so, like all of us in the anti-MLM community say, I kind of think they're a pyramid scheme. They're also kind of culty.
Yeah. You wanna be a boss too? Learn to handle your business, man. I got a couple of arrangements. I just been doing it different. I'm trying to build up engagement. Gotta keep working and putting out content. They say this was the ending. It's only the beginning. Watch me get away with murder, about to make a killing. I ain't stopping, I ain't quitting, I ain't giving up for nothing. Someone come and tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. It's only the beginning. Someone tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. Not fuck with the dramas. I'm trying to fuck up the commas. I'd rather make me some dollars. I'm doing good, just like my karma. Two-face, I can't trust that. These bad lies, I stay back. Heard your songs, they all whack. Telling these rappers to fall back. Yeah.
Okay, so if you don't know, these are what the lovely LuLaRoe leggings look like. People were buying thousands and thousands upon thousands of dollars of leggings in order to be successful in the business, and they weren't selling them. And a lot of the times when they got the leggings, they were actually completely destroyed. They didn't know what to do or how to ever get rid of them. And it seemed like they were just piling up more and more clothes. The leggings were also kind of suspect. And so people started to speak out about the leggings, the business practices. As you can see here, they ripped. So they used to rip and have things in some pretty weird spots. And when I say weird, I really do mean bizarre, strange. And so this is Diane Stidham, the bitch that runs the company. She is, I'll say it, she's one heck of a woman. She basically, when this all went down, they took off, just like went on a vacay, left all the consultants wondering what the fuck was going on. Then they kind of came back and were like, haha, don't worry about the lawsuits. It was a bitch. Anyway, after everyone got crappy leggings and found out that they weren't making money after spending thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands, and I mean it was like $5,000 just to sign up for this company, they decided it was time to sue the company. I would have sued the company as well. It's a pyramid scheme. I don't know how else to put it, but that's what they were suing them for. So before I continue, I just want to stop here for just a moment and do a little plug. So please do come and follow me on Instagram at Beth Queen of Spade. It is where I do most of my anti-MLM advocacy. I also share stuff about mental health. I share funny memes. I make my own anti-MLM memes and stuff a lot, so you can come check that out. And also, of course, please make sure that you give this video a like and that you subscribe if you're new here. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of this month. When I do, I'm doing a big giveaway, and I'm not that far, so I feel like I'm really not asking for a lot. Just saying. And of course, if you like and subscribe this, thank you. But like I said, I'm really not asking for a lot. So LuLaRoe used to kind of tell their consultants that nothing was going on. A lot of a lot of the new consultants weren't even aware that there were lawsuits happening, and it seemed like no matter what, it was just a crappy situation all around. So I actually found this Emily D. Baker blog, and she actually wrote a little story on the End of LuLaRoe, which I absolutely adore. Emily Baker. I did leave a link to her channel down below if you are not subscribed to her. She goes through a lot of the legal cases involving pretty much anything. But she's been doing a lot of like the YouTube drama stuff, as well as anything else that's kind of like big in the news and whatnot. She'll go through the entire case and give you a rundown, and I think she's great, so make sure you follow her. So basically what this says is the $48 million lawsuit against LuLaRoe. So let's get into what is going on now in Providence Industries LLC versus LuLaRoe LLC. First, the plaintiff company, Providence Industries, is an apparel design, manufacturing, and supply company who is supplying leggings to LuLaRoe and securing other suppliers. The actual debt owed to this company is over $33 million in unpaid invoices. That is the actual debt. So they owe $33 million to a company as well. This suit has 10 causes of actions or things Providence is alleging that LuLaRoe did wrong, including breach of contract and fraud. The case is pleaded with some particularity and lots of tea. Stated differently, the facts contained in this complaint is true. And she goes off about it a little bit at the end there. So then she says, "You may think I am being harsh. I promise I'm not. The complaint states that when CEO and co-founder of LuLaRoe, Mark Stidham," which is of course Deanne's husband. Yeah, I love how a lot of these companies are run by, like a couple. It just always, it's just so wonderful, isn't it? And so Mark Stidham was approached by the plaintiff company about the outstanding millions, and he said, "Look, guys, I am not going to pay you guys a fucking dime unless a judge orders me to pay it. And Deanne and I will take our $200 to $300 million to the Bahamas and fuck everything." And they actually did do that for a little while. They took off. They were like, "Peace out. See you later. We're going to take off on this." So Emily says, "Really, Mark, you're going to take your $200 to $300 million earned exploiting moms selling leggings and bounce to the Bahamas while telling everyone else to fuck off?" Yeah, that's what happened, Emily. That's what happened. What pisses me off is that this company, which as of 12/1/18 is still accepting retailer applications on their website, preys on moms looking to make extra money for their family. promising on its website that you can be your own boss, have more time for what matters, live your best life, and achieve your dreams. The real story seems to be that Mark was blaming the failure of this company on the very retailers who built it, while not giving a shit about the decrease in quality of their clothing that was likely responsible for the decline in sales. Exactly. And while retailers are being screwed by the return policy, this complaint alleges that Mark is buying himself cars valued at $700,000 and $2 million private planes and a multi-million-dollar ranch. Yeah, it's funny how the CEOs of the MLMs are just so rich, but small business. Uh. Not only was Mark Stidham alleging blowing through the funds that should have been paying suppliers, but the complaint points to over 15 shell companies which were incorporated in December 2017 to sell LuLaRoe assets. Now the courts may be able to get into those corporations to get some funds back, but the funds aren't going to get back to the retailers who believed that this company could provide them a business that would enhance their lives. It really seems that the Stidhams don't give a shit about their retailers, though. No, they don't. Thank you, Emily. There you have it from Emily D. Baker, the lawyer. LuLaRoe doesn't seem to give a shit about the retailers. So if you are a distributor in LuLaRoe, lawyers are saying that they are a piece of crap company and that Mark and Dan Stidham don't give a shit about any of you. Just take that in. So please leave and get a hold of me and I can help you leave if you're stuck in there, because there you have it. They don't give a shit about you. An interesting article on rack.com covers a training webinar where Mark lit into retailers for not selling enough, calling them stale. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, okay. And saying that their customers were stale, like old, like as old as Mark Stidham. The retailer who spoke to Rag said that Mark's comment struck me as that of a man who feels superior to anyone who goes against him, particularly women. Most of the males that run CEOs are like that. I mean, no offense, but if you're running an MLM, you have to be kind of sociopathic. And I'm not trying to diagnose anyone. I'm just saying you would obviously have to have some kind of tendencies. You can do some research on that. I've been kind of trying to prove that point a little bit on my channel. If you want to check out my series, The Manipulation of Being a Hunbot, it goes through all the manipulation tactics that these lovely places use. And so, yeah, I feel like a lot of the times the CEOs, especially if they're male, are misogynistic pricks. There you have it. Smith told Rag that she often felt his comments on the weekly calls had an underlying threatening tone. They most likely did. I'm just going to say that. And then Emily D. Baker says, if I were a LuLaRoe retailer, I would be done after reading this suit. Okay, that's from a lawyer. I'm just saying. To any retailers trying to get your money back from inventory, I wish you the best of luck because you deserve better than this. However, the writing is on the wall, and I will update this post when LuLaRoe files for bankruptcy because I imagine it won't be that far off. We can only hope, Emily. We can only hope. God, I hope. So yes, there you have it. Emily Leah has said, if you are working for LuLaRoe, please leave because they have this. And we're about to get into another one. Then I just had to throw this in because I love her, Emily D. Baker. I'm just saying. So if you love the legal tea and want to keep up with this story, or you are running a business and want to make sure you are doing it right, sign up for my email list below and I will keep you in the loop with 2 emails a month. It's not a major commitment, and I don't want you to miss a thing. I don't want to miss a thing. So I've left the link to this down in the description below. And if you click on it, it will lead you to the blog and you can sign up for her email thing if that's something you're interested in. I need a drink before we go on to the next slide. Welcome to live streaming. But yeah, I just absolutely love her. So I wanted to use that to just kind of go through that one because we just needed a quick refresher on that one before we did the refresher on this one and talked about what's going on with it right now, if that makes sense. I'm always trying to think of like if new people come, guys, and they click on this video, you know, what do they know? Maybe they don't know anything about LuLaRoe and the lawsuit. So again, I'm sorry if you are already aware of this information and you're sitting here like, okay, Queen, we already know what they're all about and what their problems are and what they've been sued for, blah, blah, blah. But of course, there are people out there that don't even know what multi-level marketing is. They don't understand that it's a pyramid scheme, a cult-like tactic, a company based on loopholes in the legal system, which again, I don't think you should want to work for a company that has loopholes in the legal system. I'm just like throwing that out there. So I just have to go through it again. But I do apologize if this is a repeat for you. I know I can be a piece of crap, but I just feel like LuLaRoe should shut down at this point. They are a pyramid scheme. I know that might anger some people out there, especially people that are in LuLaRoe or other MLMs, because this lawsuit and even kind of the settlement, it does mean that MLMs are pyramid schemes. I mean, I don't know what else proves it much. I mean, how many have to get sued for this before it's, you know, a thing? So here we go. LuLaRoe to pay $4.75 million. I thought it was 4.5. No, it's 4.75 million. Jeez, I got to change that. My title, apparently I was a little bit wrong. That's even more. Good for them. To settle pyramid scheme lawsuit. I mean, good for the people that sued them, not good for LuLaRoe. There's just nothing good about them. Just saying. The California-based multi-level marketing business LuLaRoe is paying $4.75 million to settle allegations from the Washington State Attorney General's office that it's a pyramid scheme. And my point is that when the Washington State Attorney General's office says, yeah, this place be a pyramid scheme, this place be a pyramid scheme. I mean, I don't know what more proof you would need. Seattle, the California-based multi-level marketing business LuLaRoe is paying $4.75 million to settle allegations from the Washington State Attorney General's office that it is a pyramid scheme. It's operating as one. All of them operate as one. LuLaRoe sells leggings and other clothing to a network of independent retailers who can recruit other retailers to sell the company's products. And what makes it a pyramid scheme is when, of course, the business is run mainly on recruitment. And you will notice that with multi-level marketing companies, MLMs, you won't make money in the business without recruiting. Of course, they say to you, oh, you don't have to recruit. You don't like have to. You can just sell the product. They have to say that. They have to. Otherwise, they would have to admit what it actually is. And, the product is a loophole. Oftentimes, the products suck. These products definitely did. So basically, it's when it's based solely on recruiting or mainly on recruiting. And that's the part that people often get wrong. A lot of times they'll be like, well, it's not only recruiting. No, sweetie. It just has to be mainly recruiting. You see? Mainly recruiting is all that it has to be. Hello, Dark Ninja. What's up? Sorry, I'm not I'm awful at paying attention to the chat. That's like the one thing that I need to work on in my live streaming life is paying attention to the chats on my own damn live streams. So basically, what's going on is the Attorney General, Bob Ferguson, sued the company and its executives 2 years ago, saying they deceived people about how profitable it was to be a LuLaRoe retailer, while two people at the top made millions from 2016 to 2019. Thousands of others were left with debt and unsold products, which they couldn't return due to the company's, well, they had a complex and misleading refund policy. So what happened, for those that don't know, is they did used to have a very big refund policy where you could send the leggings back and get a refund pretty easily. And then everyone wanted to send leggings back because, as you saw, people were getting them ripped. People were getting leggings with stuff in like not good places. And also, what was going on is, for some reason, they were being left, like, they were being delivered in like these boxes and then like left on the street and stuff. It was just very strange what happened with all that. I've just seen a lot of pictures of that in the r/anti-MLM subreddit, which there's links down below to anti-MLM resources if you want to check them out, of course. And so that's what it, you know, was kind of all about. So they're like, yeah, just send them in and we'll give you your money back, or you could pick new clothes and we'll send them out to you, whichever. And then they got like a shit ton of stuff back and they went, oh no, we decided that we're just not going to have a refund policy. Everyone kind of flipped out. So they kind of gave like a refund policy, but it was impossible to return anything. So basically they made it, to my understanding, that you had to have them like completely untouched and completely in perfect position. Well, they should have put things in the perfect positions while they were figuring out the patterns for those leggings. But condition, it had to be in perfect condition in order for them to accept it back. And most weren't, because people would honestly take them out and they would already be like ruined. So what are you supposed to do then if that's the return policy? You know what I mean? Like it was just like shitty. Anyway, Ferguson said that $4 million of the settlement will be distributed to about 3,000 Washington residents who were recruited to the company. Good for them. I wish that they got more, though. You know, because I was sure that they actually put a lot more than that into the company. Like I said, to sign up for the company, it was $5,000. So that was for a really long time. But then they tried to kind of like cut the price down as all this started to come out. The lawsuits started happening. They were like, cut the price down a little bit so more people would join because it was on sale. You know what I mean? So they probably deserve a lot more than 4 million. Just saying. Every Washington retail who lost money under LuLaRoe's pyramid structure will receive restitution. I'm sorry, I had to laugh because he's like, LuLaRoe pyramid structure. His office said in a news release. So that was in a news release that Attorney General Bob Ferguson is calling LuLaRoe a pyramid structure, pyramid scheme. They're settling because, well, honestly, if they didn't settle, they would probably have to pay a lot more, like I said. I hope that all 3,000 of the Washington residents are okay with that. At this point, though, I'm sure they're okay with any money that they could get back. But like, there's a documentary out there if you haven't seen it. It's a Vice documentary on LuLaRoe. I highly recommend watching it. When you watch that documentary, you'll think that this is not enough money. Some people lost their entire livelihoods, and I would hope that those people would get all the money back that they would need in order to get back on their feet to where they were before they ever joined LuLaRoe. Like that would be my hope for those people, because this company destroyed a lot of lives. It really, really did. The company denied wrongdoing in a consent decree filed late Monday in King County Superior Court in Seattle, but the agreement prohibits LuLaRoe from operating a pyramid scheme and requires it to be more transparent with retailers. Among other things, it must publish an income disclosure statement that accurately details how much retailers might earn. I believe that they had not been posting them up, which was part of the issue. That's why that's included, because there is a law in most places that you have to provide that every. I've heard 2 years, I've heard 4 years, so it might be different in like depending on where it's located, because this LuLaRoe was located out of California. So I'm not 100% sure how often they would have had to, but I believe it would have been 2 years there, and they haven't been posting up income disclosure statements. And that's kind of a way that the government tries, and the FTC and places like the Attorney General in states that are against, MLMs and pyramid, because some places are all for them, just saying. And the FTC used to have someone that ran it that was all for them too. Again, just throwing that out there. I'm going to have merch that says that, because everyone pointed out to me that I say that a lot, especially in videos and apparently also in posts. So I'm working on new merch for around Valentine's Day. It will be in between Valentine's Day and the end of the month, of course. I'd like to get new merch out. It's really cute. I've posted some previews on Instagram. So again, follow me on Instagram. Shameless plug. And so, yeah, basically, they make it so that these companies have to put the income disclosure statement now, and that's like a way for them to kind of try to put the facts out there and the stats out there. They're hoping that if they make the companies do that, then people will be smart enough to look at that and then go, oh shit, I'm not doing that. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work that way. And for some reason, people are like, I'm okay with making like $500 a year for 60 hours a week of work. It's totally cool. And you're like, why? But again, I did it for 2 companies, and I'm still kind of figuring out why. I find out new things while advocating here all the time about why I got into them. It's like the more I find out about these and the deeper I dive into the psychology behind it, the more I find out about even why I joined 2 in a row, because, well, I should probably know why, shouldn't I? And I'm thinking if I know why and I share it with others, then maybe it'll help them understand why. And then we can all get closure and then move on from these together. Wouldn't that be great? So Ferguson said LuLaRoe's structure violated the state's anti-pyramid scheme law. There you have it, which defines enterprises as pyramid schemes if they offer the opportunity to earn compensation primarily from recruitment rather than retail sales. Primarily from, not only from, guys, primarily from. And that's the part that we as anti-MLM advocates really have to hone in on, because that tends to be like the mistake people make out here. Even the Hunts, they'll be like, well, we're not a pyramid scheme because we don't rely only on recruitment. And it will be like, oh, honey, it's not only, it's primarily. And let me ask you, if you fired all those Huns on your team right now, would you be making money just on sales? The answer is no. No, she wouldn't be. So because of that, MLMs equal pyramid schemes. And of course, LuLaRoe did not immediately respond to an email seeking comment on Monday. I mean, why would they? What are they going to say? Yes, we're a pyramid scheme. We're pieces of shit and we rip off people for money. Like, no, they're not even going to say that. But yeah, so there you have it. They have settled. And I'm sure it's because they also don't want a lot of press release over this. So you're welcome, guys, for doing this video. Fuck you, LuLaRoe. And, so everyone should be talking about this as much as possible, get it out there, because this is basically all the proof that you need that these things are actually pyramid schemes. Once again, I'm going to tell you that all of the companies are the same. It is just a matter of time before the rest of the companies have this happen. Do you want to be in a company when it goes down like this? Again, do research on LuLaRoe and how it went down and how, it affected the consultants that were in it, even if you are in an MLM right now, and see what happened and ask yourself, is that something that you want to go through? Because it's very, very possible, because we're going to try and make that happen. So you might want to think about leaving. Again, just putting it out there. So LuLaRoe has been sued a lot. They've settled now with the Washington General Attorney's Office for 4.75, not 4.5. Jesus Christ. I don't even know how I didn't see that 7. I'm a moron. Sorry about that. That's even better, but it's still not enough. Again, in my eyes, I just they're a crappy company. I'm sorry. This meme makes me laugh. I have too much LuLaRoe, said no one ever. It's true. And again, that's because people were buying it and buying it. They had garage fulls of it. And it's because they used to pressure people to buy more and buy more and buy more. Again, go watch that Vice documentary. I highly recommend it if you really do want to hear the stories of, people that were affected. They did a good job on it. It's something that a lot of us advocates use actually as a resource. So again, is LuLaRoe a pyramid scheme? I want to hear your thoughts. Again, I got to change that. That's 4.75 million. Tired. Hashtag mom life. Fucking sue me. LuLaRoe might try. But I don't think they have any more money to go to court, because I don't think that they're completely done all of their lawsuits even. See, this was the Attorney General from Washington lawsuit, but I don't know if that other one has gone through. I don't think that it has. I'm gonna look into this a little bit more, because I really do want to do another LuLaRoe video now that this has happened, where we can maybe make fun of some of the leggings again, because I know people enjoy those, because it could be fun. So let me know down in the comments below what you think. Do you think that LuLaRoe is a pyramid scheme, especially after this? Do you think MLMs are pyramid schemes? Again, multi-level marketing. Tell me your thoughts down below. I think this is over. No matter where you are or what you're doing, I hope that you have a fabulous, fabulous night. Take care. I will see you in the next one. I'm unsure if I will be able to get a video out again tomorrow, which is kind of why I didn't mind doing this little live stream tonight. But again, this Friday for sure is going to be my pseudoscience and cults on Scientology. And then I need to email John. And yeah, my computer wants to die on me. Great. That would be great fun. So no matter where you are or what you're doing, I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous day. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. I love you all. Hashtag Spade Kingdom.